you old school, you can ride with Fazo, baby. You got to be old school to ride with Fazo, baby. Hey, listen.
Man, you don't know nothing about Fazo. There it is.
Hey.
Come on now.
I'm going to go ahead and mix it.
Hey.
Please listen to my demo.
Hey.
You got to know about that.
Because it's special guest Friday. And what you said, Fazo? Damn, you gotta feel that one right there.
Boy, you mix that EPMD in there, you'll shut the whole show down.
We gotta go old school on this, baby. We gotta go old school on it. So today, we're gonna be talking about a whole bunch of stuff, man. Get you right now. We're gonna be talking about honor the Spike Lee. We're gonna be talking about them Knicks. We're gonna be talking about them Brooklyn Nets. We're going to definitely be talking about Deshawn Watson and Russell Wilson. Hey, and we're also going to talk about potentially Kobe Bryant being recognized as that logo. We need to know you guys' thoughts on that. You got to free your mind on the love high. Fazo, you got to get right today, baby. Get right. Welcome you to the show.
You're breaking up real bad.
Hey, let's go. Let's get it. Hey, family. As you know, I'm Nick.
Mike, what up?
We're Military Brothers talking sports. Welcome, guys, to our show. It's Special Guest Friday. Special Guest Friday. We invite people on the show, talk to us about sport. We get giving honor to my man, T-Champ, and said, brothers, all are chiming in. My brothers, welcome, brothers, to our show.
Yes, sir.
What up?
Yeah. Welcome.
What up,
Brooklyn,
fellas?
stand up, baby.
What's good, man? What's good?
Hey, family. Hey, y'all family, y'all recognize.
Don't act like y'all don't see the throw back there on the couch, by the way. Don't act like y'all don't see it. Right.
Here we go, man.
Just want to let y'all know.
Here we go.
Just want to let y'all know how it's going down.
First, I need to let my family know something. Y'all notice, I'm going to give y'all something, let y'all know something. All three of these brothers right here is from the NY. I'm from South Click, baby. So they had three brothers from the NY to come at a brother here from South Click today. So that's how they do. But they got love for the brothers, though.
We ain't gonna hold it against you, man.
Washington Heights, money making.
But hey, man, before we always do, I always start this way, man. Mike, how was your day, my brother?
Man, today was good, man. It's a nice Friday, man. I'm here in Columbia, South Carolina, man, where we had high 60s today. I had the pleasure of taking some young teenagers roller skating and just watching them have fun. And it was just a joy to see them all get out and finally smile, man, and eat some pizza and drink some soda, man. Real refreshing, man. Just glad to be here on this Friday. And how was your day, my brother?
Oh, my day was good. Hey, always got to go to the guests. My day was definitely good, man. What about your day, C? How was your day, my brother?
My day was good, man. I made a couple of moves today. It was kind of productive, to be honest with you. Everything acted right, and I made it here on time. You know what I'm saying?
That's beautiful, man. T-Champ, how was your day, my brother?
My brother, it was excellent. Always good to be in the house. Happy Friday. And, after we chop this up, it's going to be a little pizza and WandaVision in the Chambly household. That's what we doing. Hey, but it's Friday, baby. Yes, it's sir.
Friday, baby. As your brother, man, for me, man, had to take the queen, man, when it took nails done, when it got my feet done and stuff like that. So I had to take care of the queen and whatnot, man. So I had a nice Mike, man, don't be looking up, man. But before we get
you say you had your toes done.
Hey, brother. As you know, I'm about brothers taking care of themselves mentally, spiritually, all aspects. I
ain't mad at you about them toes, man. Get them done.
Is that one of those metrosexual deals where men take care of themselves? Yeah, we got to pamper ourselves. We got to pamper ourselves on the real.
Yes, sir. I believe in that. But, hey, Mike, before we get started, Mike, how did Edos do last night?
Well, you know what, man? I'm here to say that The fellas fought extraordinarily hard, man. And with 1.9 seconds left, two youngsters go for a rebound, and the referee magically calls the foul on AC Flora. So the kid goes to the free throw line, hits the 2 free throws. That game really should have went into overtime. I'm not going to speak on those officials in Rock Hill, South Carolina. But with 1.9 seconds left, they tried to throw it in bounds and pull one of them Christian late in the 92 joints, and it just didn't work. And my hats are off to South Point High School for defeating Florida with only 1 loss in the season, and they move on to round 3, man. So props to my son and the AC Florida Falcons, man, for a hard-fought run.
All right. Hey, man.
No doubt, man. Congratulations to them.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
All right. So it's all good, my brother. Hey. All right, fellas. Y'all ready? We about to get into this thing. Y'all ready, man?
Always.
Let's do it.
Let's roll. Let's go. As you know, Black History Month, man, we always want to give homage to, and we decided, hey, we're going to continue acknowledging people that have done special and extraordinary things. So we was talking about Spike Lee, man. As you know, Spike Lee put a lot of people on, man. So what I'm going to do, man, man, since you new guest, man, we're going to start with you and your thoughts on Spike Lee, my brother. What's your thought?
Spike Lee, he put like the entire American Black community on his back, man, back in the late 80s, early 90s, man. I remember vividly going to see School Days. I was still in school at the time. I was still at Johnson C. Smith at the time when that came out, man.
ACSU.
And I just remember being in tears when I left the movie theater because I could so see myself on that screen. Especially the scene that really stuck out the most to me was the scene in Kentucky Fried Chicken, where they got into it with the local guys, and that reminded me of going to Bojangles, and we used to have to fight our way out of there to get back home, to get back on the campus. You know what I'm saying? So he did a lot for showing people what regular Black people do. You know what I'm saying? We're not criminals. We're not all drug dealers. We do have that element, but that's not all we do. You know what I'm saying? We do go to college. You know what I'm saying? We do graduate from that bad boy. We do become successful in doing things outside of basketball and football. You understand what I mean? I mean, we become filmmakers. We become doctors, lawyers. We become everything we could possibly become. And he has done a very, very good job of showing the world that we are all those things.
Okay. What's your thought, T-Champ?
Look, man, Brooklyn stand up, baby. Brooklyn's finest in the house. Graduate of John Dewey High School. Mr. Shelton Jackson Lee, affectionately known as Spike. Brother grew up in Brooklyn, unapologetically a New York Knicks fan. And yes, he pays for his tickets. His tickets are not comp. So he's a straight fan. There's no doubt about that. What I love about this brother is how he explores all kind of race relations, has put it out there. Do the Right Thing, iconic movie. Okay. He got robbed. Should have won an Academy Award for that. Malcolm X. Phenomenal movie. Jungle Fever. So these are movies, man, that as my brother said, just talked about, man. These movies have been with us like our young adult life. They've impacted that. He's put it out on Front Street, and he's a bad man.
Beautiful, man. Beautiful.
Let me add this also too. He mentioned that Spike Lee went to John Dewey High School. I also went to John Dewey High School. Spike got about 10 years on me, but I did. That's the same high school that I went to. Matter of fact, let's throw that in here.
Mike, man, what's your thoughts, my brother?
Whoo, the Spikester. Yes, he does pay for his tickets, and when he tried to go in that side exit like he always do, he got detained by the guard and security. I ain't gonna bring that up though, but
Negro, come here, Negro.
Iconic. They did Spike wrong. But I don't know who.
Along with Oakley.
I don't know whose knees are more knocked, his or Kenny the Jet Smith. But anyway, listen, man, you really can't say enough about Spike in this time frame. So I'll try to keep it short. But I want to address something that the fellas had already addressed. He always does controversial topics, man. Whether it's the priests and children. Race relations as well. I'll go ahead to admit that I was also in college and watched School Days in the theater with the Johnson C. Smith students. We went as a unit. We took over the theater. And when Spike addressed, let's get it out there. When Spike addressed light skin, dark skin. And the girls had that little dance, you know, it was the pretty girls against the jigaboos. I said to myself then, why Spike? But now I understand, because I always thought that should have been kept between us. That's an in-house thing that we need to let go. And it's still resident and prevalent to this day, man. But as the fella said, I can go from Inside Man, She's Gotta Have It in black and white. There's not a black person alive that can't recite a Spike line in a movie. Crooklyn, one of my favorites. Bamboozled, Chirac. Clocker is one of my favorite. He put so many people on. Delroy Lindo, Mekhi Phifer, Mo Better Blues, and I hate to say it, but it took me almost 10, 15 years to watch that. I don't know why. One of my favorites, He Got Game, Jesus Shuttlesworth. It's almost endless, man. Summer of Sam. Don't know if anybody remember that one. I loved it when he had John Leguizamo breaking it down in the disco, and he gave John Leguizamo his own show. Miracle at St. Anna Place, man. Red Hook Summer. Girl 6. I can keep going, man. He produced the Kings of Comedy, man, if you can believe that. The Five Bloods. It's endless, man. I can't even say enough, man. The Huey P. Newton story, Rodney King. He did Kobe Doing Work. I mean, who can't forget that, man? Gave Jim Brown a special. Spike Lee was a part of Love and Basketball, man. I can keep going. The Best Man, he had a hand in that, man. Drop Squad, New Jersey Drive. It's endless, man.
This not when the levees broke, also.
Sir, what was that, sir?
He did when the levees broke, also.
Oh, man.
Katrina.
Listen, man.
And the 4 little girls.
The list is endless, man. Icon, I like the way he throws himself in there playing small roles. You know, whether he's pledging Big Brother Almighty, you know, who he put on from Bill Nunn. How can you go from Raheem to the Dutta Man? I mean,
right. Samuel.
Listen, oh my God. Denzel. Yes. Stop. Listen, man. He's put so many people on, and he's such an iconic dude that is almost unbelievable, man. That I don't know if he could foresee this back in '86 when She's Gotta Have It came out. You know, Mars Blackman with MJ in the Jordan commercials, man. It must be the shoes.
Must be the shoes.
There's not enough, man. There is not enough.
Still post commercial with Nutrimen.
Ridiculous icon. There's not enough. I will say he does OD. He does OD on the blue and orange every blue moon at those Knicks games, man. He's an abuser of orange and blue. I'm gonna burn that orange vest and those white Cazelle glasses, but that's his trademark, man. What can you say, man? What can you say about this dude that he hasn't done?
Well, one thing I can say about Spike Lee, man, I don't know if you guys had an opportunity to see American Skin. That is his latest movie. If you haven't, take the time to go see that. Because Nate Parker, I'm not sure if you're familiar with the Nate Parker story.
I am.
So what he ended up doing, pretty much they were trying to blackball Nate Parker for something that actually he went through a trial and they found him innocent. Then it comes to find out the fact that, the girl lied on him. So he never, raped the girl, stuff like that. So they've been trying to blackball Nate Parker. So guess what? It's like, so in this movie, it's a powerful movie, man. I think everyone should take the opportunity to see it and really talk about really what cops are doing to black people. So just like you were saying, Mike, one thing that Spike Lee is not afraid of, controversy. He's not afraid to call people out, as it even pertained to our former president, Donald Trump. He called him slam out, dealing with the exonerated 5. You got to be willing to speak up, and those are people that we want to, who we have to support. And those are people we have to give respect is due. So that's the one thing I can definitely give respect as far as Spike. I love the fact he on the court side, he's had a mistake of just talking trash to Reggie Miller at the wrong point in time. But hey, and Reggie,
here we go.
Saying, baby, you got to realize Spike got to like that song game. You got to know when to hold them and know when to fold them. That time he kind of talked trash to Reggie at the wrong time. But you know what? him and Reggie have a beautiful relationship. But I'm just saying, you talking trash, wrong people wrong. I think he even tried to talk trash to Mike.
That's what Spike do, though. It could be Mike, Scottie Pippen. Anybody can get it, man. New York don't sleep, baby.
What else?
But Nick, you got to give it to him, man. I do remember when Spike went to, I believe it was Game 7 of the Pacers Arena and sat through that abuse and sat there and took it. He's a fan, baby. He's straight fan all the way, baby.
He's not a fair weather fan. He's a true Knicks fan.
That's right.
The funny thing is about that Reggie Miller situation, I own the first 2 years DVDs of 30 for 30. That's the one I've never watched. I will never watch that one.
No need to watch it, man.
I ain't gonna say
I have to bring that up.
But I will never watch that one, man. Like never.
Don't be afraid of it. Don't be afraid of it. All right, fella. Let's get into these topics, man. As you guys know, Deshawn Watkins and Russell Wilson, man, are both frustrated quarterbacks. One in Texas, the other in Seattle. You can see the contracts. Very, very comparable. What's your thoughts on possibly they're doing a little swap? Deshaun go to Seattle, Russell goes to the Texans. What's your thoughts, T-Champ? We're going to start with you, T-Champ.
I don't think that would happen because you got to look at what you can get, man, for these guys, right? Like, if I'm Deshaun and they both have no trade clauses, right? So if I'm them, I want to go where I can win a championship, where I can get a chip, right? Deshaun go to Seattle, that doesn't mean they're going to get a chip. And Russell go to Houston doesn't mean they're going to get a chip either, because both teams have significant weaknesses. So if I'm them, I'm trying to go other places if I'm trying to get that chip. Plus, Russell said, man, he wants to go to 4 teams. He named his 4 teams, even though he said, I don't want to trade. He said, I'll go to Dallas. I'll go to New Orleans. I'll go to Chicago. Right? And there's one other team that he mentioned that he would go to.
The Jets?
No, it wasn't the Jets.
Go to Jets.
It wasn't the Jets. It'll come to me in a second. But Deshaun but Russell said he wants to go to these 4 teams.
Oh, Russell.
And that's what he said. And that's where he said he wants to go.
Let me ask you this question, T-Champ, because you said they want to go to where the chips. Now, you just named, you said it was Chicago. I don't think
Chicago's the one I'm trying to think of. Chicago,
New Orleans, and Dallas. And we'll figure out the 4th team. To me, Chicago and New Orleans, I believe those, because Chicago has a good defense.
Dallas is the 4th team. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Dallas is the 4th team, and who was Dallas, Chicago, New Orleans. So who was the 4th team?
No, you never said the 4th team.
I didn't say 4th team. Okay.
Yeah.
It'll come to me in a second.
Okay.
It'll come to me in a second.
A chip. To me, out of those 3, Dallas definitely not a championship team. We're talking about Chicago, and Yolanda said the Raiders. It was
absolutely right. The Raiders. Yeah.
The Raiders. Yeah.
That's why. Yeah. So
thank you, Yolanda.
So you'll see. What's your thoughts on that? See.
I don't think it's a smart move for Seattle money wise, because they're already under a big contract with Russell as it is, right? The point of trading away his contract and now have to sign Dak is senseless. And then if you ask me, they're trading the same quarterback for each other. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they pretty much have the same game. They got a short game, they run the ball, and that's pretty much it. So it's like, other than the fact that you don't want an unhappy quarterback in your camp, I can't see Dallas trading for Russell Wilson. But I could see Seattle trading for Dak. Only because Russell is unhappy.
But you said something, but it's the organization. It's not the organization, it's the players. So the organization is not trying to trade them. The players will be up out of there. So I want to know your thoughts on, it's not the players, it's more or less the organization.
Too much Seattle's organization.
Right, both Seattle and
those players want him gone?
No, both organizations don't want to trade him. It's the
okay. I got you. I see what you're saying.
Yeah. So I mean, what's your thoughts on that?
I mean, it's a situation whereas, that's a big thing in sports where players are demanding trades, right? I'm all for it. I mean, I can't see me saying, okay, I work at Barclays, right? I can't see me going to work at Barclays and saying, I want to go and work at MSG. And they say, well, nah, you can't go. I can't picture that. You understand what I'm saying? So, like, why is it so different for sports, especially when a team can just, call your wife and say, hey, we just traded your husband, like they did Dominique Wilkins. You know what I'm saying? Like, you find out in the newspaper like Mo Cheeks did. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's corny, man. So why can't the players say, hey, listen, I want to trade. Let's see if we can negotiate something. I think they should be able to do that.
Great point. Mike, what's your thought, Mike?
My thoughts on the two trading places?
Potential trading places in their prospective location that they would like to go.
Okay, I'm going to go to locations they would like to go because I don't like the trading places deal because in my eye, that's like it's two little kids arguing in the schoolyard. So let's put them on opposite sides and let's see how it works. Those are grown men, man. And what I like about both of them is both of them have a no trade clause, which means they can pick and choose where they want to go. You unhappy? I'm with Sid, and I would welcome Sid to MSG because I'd be there working. So what I'm trying to say is when you got the catbird seat where you can sit up high and pick and choose what you want to do, whether Wilson got his 4 teams and Deshawn got his, the Jets or what have you. If that's going to make them happy, man, let's do it. A lot of people frown upon black quarterbacks picking and choosing where they want to go, but they don't have any problems when a Caucasian quarterbacks do it or when J.J. Watt said, thank you, Texas, I've had enough. And then he rolls, it's not a problem. So I don't see what the problem is. And I don't like them making a big deal out of it. These dudes are high quality players. Let them play wherever they want to, man.
And the reason why I left Yolanda up here, I'm just going to disagree with you, Yolanda, on your comment, because the reason why if Russ didn't want to leave, Russ would have never came up with 4 teams he would like to go to. So it's kind of like I'm going to say, okay, yeah, you know what? And someone made this point, man, and it was a legitimate point. They said, they're just like if you're married, because they're both married to both of these franchises. Say, hey, if I was to date someone, I would date these 4 women. Your wife would be ticked off if you were to say something like that. So same concept. You just ticked off the organization to say, I thought we were committed. I gave you this big contract, $140 million. And now you want to talk about going to another organization? Mm-hmm. But I do agree with you, Mike, that if they do want to move, when it came to what the Rams did, J.J. Watt actually be traded. You didn't have a problem with doggone letting them go. When you don't feel that these quarterbacks can produce or players can produce anymore, you don't have any problem with releasing them. These guaranteed contracts are not the whole contract. So you're not showing them the proper respect.
It's a stay in your place type mentality too, man, when it comes to us, man. and I think I heard that Russell Wilson stormed out of a meeting because they asked him for his ideas and then ignored his ideas. I mean, who wants to be a part of that, man? And I believe Russell Wilson is still a little ticked off when they told him not to give the ball to Marshawn Lynch so they can have back-to-back Super Bowl championships. No, don't throw it to Marshawn Lynch because we don't want to hear, I'm just here so I won't get fined, and him acting a fool and eating candy. That has to bother him to a degree. This man got you to where you at. You don't hand him the ball for the guaranteed TD. You're going to try to throw it across your body to a player with 2 defenders on him and got the ball intercepted, game over. That would bother me for a minute. Now, it took a few years for him to flex on that, but it still got to bother him, man. We talking about a Super Bowl, not a regular game, not trying to spite somebody. You cost a championship because you ain't want one other brother to shine because he's unique.
The thing about Russell Wilson, a lot of these, and I'm going to go to you, definitely, T-Champ. Look like you want to chime in and say something. These quarterbacks got to realize, just the reason why I have so much respect for Tom Brady. These Deshaun Watkins, Russell Wilson, they're in the top 5 as far as paid quarterback. But when you're playing on a football team and so many people are impacted because of the salary cap, this is not Major League Baseball. You have a salary cap. So instead of getting $40 million, you're getting endorsements. Tom Brady said, hey, listen, I got money for endorsement. Instead of getting this 30, I'm only going to take like 19, 20 mil. Give me an offensive line that's going to protect me. And that's what Russell Wilson is complaining about. The offensive line of him being hit. So my thing is like, dude, you can't be getting paid all this money and still expect the organization to surround you with what you need to be successful. T-Champ, your thoughts, my brother?
That's where I was going to go, man. I think I totally understand what Mike is saying, man. But when I was looking at this, I was surprised by a couple things, man. Like, Russell Wilson's been sacked 47 times. He was sacked 47 times last year. 47 times 50. And in 114 games, he has been sacked 394 times. Russell Wilson is tired of getting his butt kicked. Another stat, 44% of his dropbacks he's been pressured on. Like, we forget how great this brother is, right? Mm-hmm. So it's very, very tough, man, to your point, because he takes up so much of the cap and they've missed on draft picks that his line is in shambles. But you just forget, man, how great this brother is, man. The thing I can't get of the 4 teams he named, why Chicago? I get the Raiders because the Raiders have stacked their team. Their line is much better. Mm-hmm. The Cowboys had a good line, right? But that line has been a little bit of shambles, but they got a decent running game when that line comes back. And then the other place that he named, I think, would be the best place, New Orleans. Would probably be the closest for the chip. Their line is fairly decent. But Chicago, I just can't see that. So that was the one thing I was puzzled about.
Hey, T-Champ. And I look like C wants to say something too, and then we'll move to the next topic. Want to know why he said why Chicago? If you look at Chicago squad, who's their quarterback? Mitchell Trubisky.
Yeah.
Chicago don't have a quarterback. The Chicago have a great defense, and they have a surrounding cast. They're only missing. They're only missing a quarterback. But the other thing about it is, you guys can vouch for this. Chicago is another great market that he can go.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. So Russell's not trying to go someplace where New Orleans potentially, but Dallas is a major market. New York is a major market. Chicago is a major market. So I believe that also goes into play as well. See, man, any parting thoughts?
When you think about Chicago, the division they play, they always called it the black and blue division. But we was like 12 when that was the case, right? Chicago plays in the Midwest, which is the softest division in football, if you ask me. I mean, there's no, there's always one team competing for, Green Bay. You know what I'm saying? It's like, he could go out there and he can actually flourish, as opposed to staying in the West Coast where it's always a struggle every year. With the West Coast, it's always Seattle and somebody else coming along the way. Seattle and somebody, every year it's a different team that's coming at Seattle. You understand what I'm saying? And they keep struggling with that division. He go to Chicago, they could win that division.
Hey. It's gonna be. I was one of this college, man. Yolanda, she's making some good points here, man. So, and Mike, I definitely don't disagree with you. Everybody agreed they should have gave the ball to Lynch. Everybody.
Oh, there's no doubt about it.
I mean, that ain't even in question.
Yeah, and she made some good points talking about Russell here. Now, but see, like I said, when they were in those back-to-back Super Bowl, Russell was still under a rookie contract, so they had Legion of Boom. They had a good team. Same thing. That's what I'm saying, man. So you got to look at those things. These teams are going to have to get something up, so you might be falling in the same situation, man. So I just want to say that. So what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and roll on to the next topic. I hate to go to this topic right here. All right. We'll go ahead and, I'm good. We only have 1 minute to spend on this particular topic, and then those Knicks, man. Hey, y'all handled business last night. Mike, we're gonna start with you.
What more can I say? Top billing. Come on now, give it up. Give it up. De'Aaron who?
Hey, De'Aaron Fox handled his business. Nobody else showed up.
Hey man, let me tell you something, man. I'm proud of my boys, man. I was actually in awe. I was wanting the victory. It was touch and go for a minute, but I didn't see a 20-point victory, man. And the fellas made me proud, man. I think Julius Randle is gonna take this all-star thing and run with it, man. He's on a high. quickly coming off out of nowhere with 25, 14 boards for Julius. And I'm not saying De'Aaron, who, not that he's a scrub. I'm talking about, like, I hear all this De'Aaron talk like he gonna shut down shop, man. I keep telling you, man, I want the Pointer Sisters line up. I want Daddy Rich to get out, and I want them to sing to you. You got to believe. Why not believe in me? That's right.
Yolanda said she got to take a break.
Oh, man.
Go ahead and take one, please.
Yeah, disrespectful.
Have a Snickers bar on break while you're at it.
All right, T-Champ, keep rubbing your hand, brother. Well, yeah, I know you got a lot to say about this doggone Knicks.
All right, man. This is a no Knicks bashing zone, baby. Let's establish that. Number one.
Kaboom.
All right. Number two, like I said, man, you got to establish culture on the court. You beat bad teams, which is what we did. We took care of business. We beat them.
Hold on for 1 second. The Kings are really not a bad team, man. So y'all beat a fairly decent team.
They're 12-20. They're 12-20.
Really not.
And they're going in the wrong direction. And Luke Walton might be the next coach to get fired. They are terrible.
He'll get another job in the next 2 minutes after that, though.
Nick, they are terrible. Now, here's the last thing I want to say, because I want to hear from my man said. You beat the bad teams with 9-7 at home. Give Julius Randle his respect. And I love your stats down at the bottom, but you missing the contribution off the bench for my man Alec Burks. 24 off the bench, baby. 24 off the bench.
I like Alec Burks.
That's right.
We came out of I think
you done right.
Hey, I know. It was good.
And the last thing I'm gonna say is the New York Knickerbockers have won 5 out of their last 7, baby. And our coach holds you accountable. Our coach said it was a great victory, but we gave up 120. We gotta go work on our defense.
Hey, man, can you put a little extra something in this drink, because they talking this Knicks stuff? They getting my.
That's right. It's a no New York Knicks bashing zone, baby. 5 of the last 7. Talk to me.
And add that he didn't think it could be done.
Nah. The thing about the Knicks, man, is that this is a Knicks city. We're not even gonna pretend like it's anything but that, right?
All day, every day, baby.
And what they are doing right now, I mean, we're not expecting chips out of them. We're not even expecting third, conference championships or nothing. But we are expecting the excitement to come back to New York basketball. Because as much as I love the Nets, New York basketball is the Knicks. We ain't even got to play with that.
Electricity.
We got, they're bringing excitement back to New York. Because, you hear people talk about Madison Square Garden being a Mecca. I'm sure there's some kid out in Portland, Oregon that can't figure out why. He about to find out why. This particular season right now, he's about to find out why there's such a mystique around that building, man. It's like, you get inside that building, man, it's a whole other ballgame.
But hey, my sister said, right? She's a go Bulls. She's tired of talking about these niggas. That's right, Deshawn. We want to talk about them niggas.
Go Bulls. They got a basketball team still?
Hey, man. Hey, they got a player going off. Believe it or not, man, he's really missing a center down low, bro. And believe it or not, if I was the Bulls, you know what the Bulls should, and this is all no jokes aside. I would speak with Cleveland about Drummond. Put him in Chicago.
Speaking of Drummond, like, why is he still on ice? I mean, how you gonna put him on ice and then not have a place for him to go?
That's a whole
two-time All-Star.
That's a whole.
He need to go straight to Brooklyn and stop playing around. He don't need to mess with no Bull.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Bash him, baby. Bash him.
Hey.
Okay.
Hate is not a good color. It's not attractive.
She said, watch your mouth over them, but that's right, sis. I got your back.
Hey, did you hear what they were chanting? The fans, they started letting fans back in, Nick. Did you hear what they were chanting for Julius Randle?
What?
MVP. MVP, baby.
All right.
MVP.
I had a chance to talk. Now, can I get a chance to say something now, man? First of all, I'm gonna give you guys respect is due. Y'all, hey, y'all handle y'all been. But you remember I said this very beginning of the year, and you said exactly what I said. I said, what is the culture on the floor? Meaning you got to have that. You got to have that piece. I'm not talking about the Mecca. I'm not talking about the energy of the Mecca. Because as we said, remember I said when the fans come back, I believe Julius Randle's scoring going to go from 22. Me and Mike talked about. I believe that energy going to give it because we know what the Mecca bring. An additional maybe 4 more points. I can see Julius Randle probably end up scoring by 27, 28 points a game based off of the energy.
Mm-hmm.
I said, wait the fans come back. Because you know they're going to pack the Mecca out. You're going to support them, unlike the way they do here in Charlotte. So, to me, y'all are definitely a team on the rise. I just think y'all still missing that asset that's going to help Julius Randle to really put your guys up to like that second and third tier, up with the Brooklyn Nets. Y'all still missing that one piece. I don't think Barrett is that piece. I think he's more of a role player. My question is, if y'all get the extra piece, will he be upset with the fact that he's not that number 2 guy anymore? Has to accept that more of his role of being number 3. Could cause some issue.
First of all, RJ Barrett, if you ask me, man, he's almost grabbing at straws and playing out of desperation to stay relevant. He can't afford to slip. And if somebody comes over there, man, he's just gonna have to keep scratching, man. And I think Julius Randle, one of the top reasons that he's scoring so well is because he's wearing Bernard King's jersey, man. So that spirit has to be hitting him. I just got over it the other day when he got selected to the All-Star team, man. I was against him wearing that number, but if it's working for him and he can continue, we'll let him live, man.
Look what Yolanda said. She said, I'm back. Oh, y'all still talking about the Knicks?
Put Ace Daw's quote back up there. He talk about Portland. We beat Portland.
Ace, I'm about to say.
I get what he's talking about.
Hey,
I mentioned Portland. Hey. And what happened was I didn't mean anything from a standpoint of beating a trailblazer. It was just a location in the country where the fans may not understand the Madison Square Garden mystique. I could have said Dallas. You know, it didn't matter. Yeah. It was just a location that I brought up. That's all.
You know how some people, when you
I got you, man. But
hate somebody, you'll just throw anything out there.
hey, it's all good. But like I said, when Portland get all their pieces back, bro, that's going to be a squad nobody's going to want to face and going to want to see. That's all I'm saying, man. One's going to be that squad, man.
Hey, the young lady who said she just got back. Who's her team? What's her team? Was that Yolanda?
Yolanda,
Boston Celtics. Celtic fan.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Man, listen.
Oh my God. Let's talk about the Celtics for a minute.
The drugs.
Yolanda,
can we talk about the? That's what I want to talk about.
Your boss is about to fire your coach.
They absolutely stink.
The Celtics
now.
are awful.
They stink right now with all that talent.
All right, man. We're going to go over to that team that next.
Major talent.
We're going to go ahead and talk about, I know my man got the big smile. I'm going to wait for the, he going to say, hey, like, whatever. But
What else you going to talk about?
There we go. There it is. So see, there it is. See, we're going to let you start on talking about your boys and them last night against Orlando Magic.
Well, the thing about Orlando's not a great team, but the Nets had a propensity to lose to those. And they lost to Detroit. I want to say they lost to Cleveland twice.
Oh, hold up, see.
They lost to Memphis. They lost to the Bullets. They lose to those kinds of teams.
But let me ask you.
Go ahead.
Let me ask you. But don't you think that was at the beginning to where those guys hadn't really developed a chemistry? Do you think that probably played a role in them probably losing in it? I just want to know your thoughts.
I don't think they still have developed the chemistry because the big three has still only played 7 times together.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? But what's going on here is that it seems like there's a chemistry in spite of that.
Okay.
Because it's like they're kicking the ball. I mean, it's at the point where these cats can put the ball on the floor and kick it, and it's going in. I'm dead serious. Have you watched them? I mean, I'm dead serious. And just kicking. It don't matter who it is. They just put the ball on the floor.
They got scorers, man. They got scorers.
Yeah, they got a lot of scorers. Now, the problem with jump shooters, though, here's the problem. You live and you die by the jump shot.
There you go.
It's a matter of when them jump shots not hitting, are they going to recognize that and stop shooting them? I'm going to say no, they're not going to.
But this is the difference. This is the difference about the Nets, about your killer assassin. Each one of those guys can create their own shot.
Indeed.
So they're not making the three. They're talented enough to take the dribble and create their own shot and score. So
I want to see them do that, though.
Yeah, I got you. So, Mike, what's your thoughts, man? Yolanda said y'all hating on her.
I'm just trying to figure out what is there to hate on.
Boy, I've been wanting that to be a topic for the last week. Celtics.
Hey, you know what? Let me throw this out there with Brooklyn, man.
We're gonna weave that in. How bad
Let me throw this out there. The question is, what they gonna do in them playoffs, and can they gel? And I'm gonna remove load management. I'm gonna remove of the burning of sage. I'm gonna remove hard making it rain. And can you produce in the playoffs? How high can you go? And can y'all play together and get this thing done? I'm gonna sit back and watch, because there's been controversy, and as said, they've been together for a minute, but only played together collectively just 7 times. Somebody's always out. In order for them to go to the big dance, man, and make this thing hot, they're gonna have to come together, play together, and use all their weapons, man. All of them are prolific scoring machines, man. Let's get it done. Let's go. I mean, I will still hate, but hey, I'm NYK to the heart, baby.
You know what, though? With the
here
Nets,
we go.
Here's my biggest fear with the Nets, and I was trying to allude to that with the teams that they lost to. That sounds like, a first round loss if they don't get it together against those kinds of teams. If they don't take those kinds of teams seriously, you understand what I'm saying? Like, okay, it's one thing to blow Utah, it's one thing to beat the Lakers, but no, you're not going to face them until later on. You got to get past the Knicks, Charlotte, Miami. The last thing I ever want to see as a fan of any team is a close game with buckets on the floor. That's a loss. That's an automatic loss.
Give it up.
That's an automatic loss on the floor. It's like they gotta start beating those kinds of teams more consistently.
I'm gonna say this, and then I want T-Champ to definitely give you someone said something when the Lakers actually lost to the Phoenix, and I believe it's so true. It's the difference in regular season and playoff. Mm-hmm. Playoff time come, it's a completely different dimension. So T-Champ, man, like to hear your thoughts, my brother.
So I'm gonna say something controversial, Nick, because I know you guys are gonna chime in on this. James Harden is gonna be the MVP of the league. James Harden is gonna be the MVP. That's number one. Number two, if the Brooklyn Nets make a smart trade and they get a big man, they're gonna win the NBA championship, especially if the Lakers are down. That's the weakest part of their game. They shot 73% in the second quarter. They're not going to do that all the time. Mm-hmm. And to Ced's point, jump shooting team rebounds, you're going to need that rebound. So when they're in a tough game, are they going to be able to get that? But if they continue the pace that they are, and what they do well for the team in terms of Harris is getting off because the court is wide open now, and he's shooting wide open jump shot. So you look at that situation, man. They're going to need somebody to be able to play Embiid down low, right? They're going to need somebody, and they're going to have to get Drummond or Boogie or somebody to be able to do that, to soak that up. If they can do that, man, because they play so small, they're going to need that because the jump shoot might leave. And I know Yolanda said, "Boy, bye," but can we please talk about them Celtics? Can we please talk about this stuff?
Hey, that'll waste the time and waste the energy.
Okay, so we won't talk about it. James Harden is going to be the MVP of the league. No, that's my statement.
Hey, no, I'm gonna let you know that sleeper giant that's in Utah. I'm telling you,
Donovan Mitchell.
Yep.
You going for him for MVP?
No, I'm saying that it's a sleeper MVP. I believe after the All-Star break, Donovan Mitchell keep playing the way he's playing, it's going to pick up momentum. That's all I'm saying. Right now, and then
market not big enough.
Hey, that can't be true. Giannis just won it 2 years in a row.
I'm saying Harden, the hype behind him, that machine get behind him.
Yeah.
I got
to break the assist record. I know that. I'm glad he's passing this year.
And he's in a major market. And they're about to televise 20 of their games on national TV.
But the guy right now, man, hey, just like you were talking about in Portland, Dame Time, boy, got them boys cooking, but players not playing, bro. Players not playing. So Portland is still, I think they're fourth in the division, fourth in the West. And Dame Time putting in work, brother. You can't look past that. I mean, he's missing 3 key players on their team, and he got them in 3rd or 4th place in the West.
He putting in work. He putting in work, but like I told you, you can hate. It's a money market deal.
But watch this, Mike.
That's like putting him over Steph Curry in the All-Star game. Curry ain't coming off the bench in the All-Star game, man.
Watch this. LeBron lose AD, and look, them jokers lose 3 in a row. Just saying.
Watch how your boys stack though. Watch how your boys stack. LeBron got some of his sleeve, man.
So you gonna pull something, Mike?
Hey,
I mean, you gonna pull something?
Trust that. Trust it. LeBron got some up the sleeve. He's already have Boogie on speed dial. Watch him close.
But to get Boogie don't take major conversation. Just call him up and say, "Yo, come through."
They had Boogie.
It's a process. He had to make him make noise so the Rockets could release him first, and then it goes from there.
Listen, Boogie don't get what they need. The Lakers are hurting on the defensive end down low. That's why they should have never gotten rid of McGee and Dwight Howard. That was a dumb move.
But weren't they talking about getting what's the kid's name? With the dope name? Mo Bamba. That's how you say his name?
Yeah, that's it. But that boy need to eat a couple more sandwiches, man.
Hey, I tell you one thing though, I would love for Charlotte to get on Bowl while you're tripping.
Where is he now?
The Denver.
Yeah, he's in the league.
Bowl. Hey, listen, I love Bowl, bro. He can handle the ball a little bit, and the Joker 7 foot as a jumper. Man, look here, man. I would love Bowl here in Charlotte. Put him at the
he got game. I've been watching him since high school, man.
Like man.
Can I throw this in too?
Sure.
On a whole side note, speaking of Denver, did y'all see that foolishness that they did? With like 5 seconds left on the game, 3-on-1 fast break, and everybody runs to the 3-point line and stands there, and they missed the 3-point and lost the game?
Yeah.
Did y'all see that? Man, listen.
Foolery.
Yes.
That's foolery. But anyway.
Coaches get fired for that.
They do.
But my thing is that, I mean, I know I don't have it up there, man. Even though I think, Dame Lillard brought this up. You see that underhanded move that Minnesota did? Mike brought up they fired their head coach instead of promoting the guy that's on the bench, the assistant coach, all that time. They go and hire the doggone somebody from the Toronto Raptors to be their next head coach. And my man has been, with the organization for X month. Dame Lillard called that joint like, how the world, like we say, this privileged mindset, how the world is that possible? This guy's paid his dues. Y'all gonna do that? Tell you, man. Well, this joint got to stop.
Man, there are a lot of bad coaches out there. Luke Walton got fired from the Lakers, and a day afterwards, he had a job with the Kings.
He should have never been the Lakers coach.
He's terrible. He's terrible.
He should be the Lakers coach.
He used to be the Lakers coach.
He should have never been the Lakers coach.
No, when he got that props because when Steve Kerr went out, Luke was doggone coaching, playing with a great team, and he felt like he could do the same thing with the Lakers. That's how he got the Lakers job. They fired him. He still had that residue when he was with Golden State. Now it's really that he's not as good a coach as you were actually projecting him to be.
But let's go there. Since we got the hoodies on, let's go there for a second. How did Jacques Vaughn not become the next coach? He took that team, last year's team, minus Kyrie, no KD. Spencer all over the place with his injuries, right? He took that team in the bubble to the playoffs. And then you go Steve Nash.
Bro, Jacques Vaughn.
The same thing about Golden State. Steve Kerr. They set these guys up to walk into winning situations, man.
Yeah. But no one is saying it. We'll say it. We're saying it on our show, but nobody else is saying it. That's the problem. And remember I told you, man, about pressure. You put enough pressure on a brother, it will bust pipes. Put the pressure on.
I mean, I just knew they were going to elevate Jacques Vaughn. I opened the internet. We hired Steve Nash. I'm like,
watch this though.
Gotta be a smack in the face, man. I mean,
hold on 1 second, Mike. I guarantee if KD or Kyrie would have spoke up and said something, Nash would have never been the head coach.
Yep.
KD the one that validated for Nash to get the head coaching job. Just saying.
Yeah. Well, he has a great relationship
that's
with
when he
Golden
should have said
State.
something. That's when he should have said
Coach
something.
Golden advisor. Mm-hmm.
That was the time to speak, man.
All right. I'm gonna get on to this next. This is one I want to hear you guys talk about. Y'all see them Pelicans took an L to the Giannis and them Bucks last night? Y'all see that? You see them numbers? I wonder what let's see what Zion did. He can score.
Here we go.
He can score. Boy, that joker had 8 rebounds, 6 assists.
What else? You said 8? Okay. First of all, he went from 4 to 7 to now 8. He's rising.
Mike, the joker is 6'8", 280. You can't get me double. Oh, do I need to go back and see what Zach? Do I need to go see what Randall did? He's 21 points. How many boards did he get?
14.
Double. Can we get a double out of Zion?
Zion will get 10 boards soon. Just
someday.
Yeah, soon. One day. Let me ask you a question, and this is the reason why I say that. People all in the scoring, but it takes more than that in order to win. You got to bring more than the scoring, baby. You got in order. Are the Pelicans winning? But they fired their coach last year, and they thought Van Gundy was going to get these jokers to win it. It looked like watch this now. They had Zion on restricted minutes, and they're still not improving. So why did you fire
his minutes have been lifted? You know what, Nick? If Zion scored 50, you'd still be worrying about his rebounding. You act like he dropping peanut scores, man. Man,
No.
drop 34.
It's more than scoring, Mike. That's all.
So he 2 rebounds shy from your liking. So now he's not nice.
How much did they lose by?
So, 2 more boys would have got it.
They
With 2 more rebounds would have got it. They lost by 4 points.
BHM, your thoughts, my brother?
I'm with Mike. Look, let's just talk for a second. You talk about Julius Randle, right? Julius Randle was not a great rebounder. As a matter of fact, the new coach that the Knicks hired to come in, this brother from Kentucky, is somebody that Julius Randle has a very good relationship with. And this guy told him, he said, man, you need to be a better rebounder. And that's where his game has improved when you see him doing that stuff. So my whole thing with Zion just got in the league, okay? His second year in the league, right? So what Zion has to do is those coaches have to talk to him, and they got to work with him. I believe he'll be there, man. But the brother's doing work. I'm where Mike is
for his second year.
Hold a second. What's your thoughts, C?
It's his second year, man. He hasn't played a full season yet. This is the NBA. You know what I'm saying? He didn't even play a full season at Duke. So he's basically coming from high school to grown manism. You understand what I'm saying? We can't discount that. He's Zion. He's all that in a bag of chips, but he's still on the learning curve right now. You know, he'll get it together in a couple seasons if he stays healthy. That's a big, big if, because the boy got to lose weight. He's going to have to come off that weight because he's going to blow them knees out. He's going to have to do that.
Now, we all grown men
and play 82 like that.
I love Yolanda, appreciate you, my sister. And one thing I say, in order for you to be great at anything, you have to be pushed and you have to be challenged. And that's exactly what T-Champ is saying. I understand you saying being patient. I'm not saying I'm not patient with him. I'm just saying that someone needs to push him for greatness. Mm-hmm. I'm saying like this. He needs to do whatever it takes for them to win. If he's trying to be great, if he's trying to be in that stratosphere, and instead of, getting paid off of potential, I'm talking about getting paid off of productivity, baby. Y'all are not winning.
You know what? Nick, listen, man. Ho. I appreciate you asking me my opinion, Nick, so I'll give it to you.
Hey, I'm going.
It's his second year in. They've been dogging him since he was in high school. Oh, you're too big. You won't do that as a senior in high school. Oh, you're too big. You won't do that at Duke when you get there. Oh, you're too big. You won't do that in your rookie or your second year. Oh, you go to 300 pounds. You're this. Oh, he got big over the bubble. I saw him eating Philly cheesesteak. Oh, Zion this, Zion that. He just turned 20. Let him live. If he need to get 2 more rebounds, now I will say one thing. He probably does need a personal trainer and a dietitian. Got it. But at 20 years old, he's still trying to put razor cuts in his haircut, man, and wear the latest gear. If y'all, because not just you, give him some minutes to develop and grow and see what it takes to be great. For his second year at his size, with that height, he's doing what he's supposed to do and more. People just can't wait for this brother's downfall, man. It's a wonder that he's just didn't blow up and just give up and say, I can't do it because Malone and other people want me to get a double-double. He got plenty of time, and I ain't talking about years, man. Let him get it in.
Right now,
he's going to be incredible. He's going to be incredible. Look, this guy's averaging 25 points a game. RJ Barrett can't find himself, man. RJ Barrett is so inconsistent. So you're looking at a second-year player averaging 25 to 26 points a game is tremendous. Did you see the game Sunday when they played Boston? When they played Boston, he was horrible in the first half. Mm-hmm. He came back and they beat Boston. And one of the reasons why they beat Boston was because of Zion. He did not play well in first. So you got to give this brother an opportunity, man, to get better and do those things. And he got to have the right coaching around him to bring that greatness.
Is rebounding stopping the Pelicans from getting these dubs?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so with that being said, the season started in December. It's January, February, man. Can this brother please celebrate his 20th birthday and then go ahead to big man camp so he can work on his rebounds like Julius Randle did?
Now, I'm going to go back. That's what I said. You can either settle for less or strive for greatness. If you're trying to strive for greatness, you need to do more than just scoring.
But you acting like he's not striving for greatness, man.
Hold on, Mike. That's what I'm saying. Outside of scoring, what else?
What's the time frame can he get for that to happen?
Hold on, Mike. Let me finish my thought. Outside of scoring, my thing is that outside of scoring, he has to do more in order for the Pelicans to take off and go to that next level. If you're trying to be that great player, I'm not talking about his potential. I didn't say nothing about his weight. My thing is that I'm talking about requiring him to be great. I'm not saying settling for just scoring. You have to do more to score. Anybody can score in the league. You got to, in order to be great, you got to bring more to the table. That's all I'm saying. That's it.
You don't get credit for 6 assists?
What's your thought?
You don't get credit for 6 assists?
I mean, he got 6 assists. But I'm the same. Just need more. What's your thought, C?
I mean, I feel like, like he's saying, just give him a chance to develop, man. I mean, essentially, he's still in his rookie season. Last night was his 56th game. He still hasn't played 82 games yet. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, give him a chance. I mean, he's going to get there. I mean, he's going to be dope. I just need him to stay healthy so that he can just be who he's supposed to be. That's it. Let him. If he stay healthy, he going to be everything we think he going to be.
But
I so agree with Sam, because the thing about it, he has to stay healthy. This guy has not played, he hasn't played an entire season being healthy. He played one year at Duke and he got injured.
Mm-hmm.
And he got injured, right? So those experiences and the things that he's trying to do is going to take time. It really
nights, man. He got to get them special made nights so he won't blow out them shoes no more, man.
Well, hey, man. I'm like this. like I said, a lot of things they're trying to give him, man. He did not deserve an all-star selection.
What?
No.
Come on, Nick.
Stop it, Nick.
Man.
Come
on, Nick.
Stick your hand out of here.
On, Nick.
Stop that, Nick. Stop it.
Y'all mean to tell me, looking at his production, you can pull up the number. Well, let me ask you this question. Who's been more productive on their team, Brandon Ingram or Zion?
Who been in the league longer?
No. Making an all-star team don't have anything to do with your longevity of being in your
all-star. Okay, all-star?
Yeah, I'm only talking about the all-star. I'm only focused about the all-star team.
Well, Ingram only got four boards last night. Ingram got 4 boards, 2 assists.
No, I'm talking about the first half. I'm looking at the first half. So you mean to tell me he deserved to make it over Booker? Because he did.
They two different positions, man.
No. Look, no. They take the top 5 selected people. To understand, Luka is starting, and Luka plays small forward, and they got him at the guard.
You know what? I get it, man. You know, if Zion was my son, man, me and you would have to talk outside.
Why? Because I'm challenging him to
you
be
forever
great.
picking on that brother, man.
Because I'm challenging him to be great.
No, but you talking about did he deserve to make it over Booker? What about everybody else who made it over him?
Dude, he did not deserve to make it over Booker.
He deserved to make it over Ingram. He deserved to make it over Ingram.
Dude, hey, he didn't deserve to make it over Ingram.
Yes,
How
he
many
did.
people? Okay, check this out.
Zion leads the team in points per game, and he leads it in field goal percentage.
How many players made it over Booker who didn't deserve to be there besides Zion?
Hold on 1 second. I'm about to pull up the numbers.
But how many players deserve to make it over Booker besides Zion? That's what I'm trying to say. There's so many people who made it and got snubbed, made it, maybe didn't deserve it. You singling out this young 20-year-old. Come on, South Cackalack.
And didn't the fans vote him in? I mean, the All-Star game is about who the fans voted for, right?
Right. Now, hey, see, now you're getting on my point.
Okay.
People made the All-Star team and don't even deserve to make it. It's just who the fans want to say. You know, a couple of people trying to say Rudy Gobert shouldn't have even made it. Really?
No, he shouldn't have.
What?
But the West Coast don't have a whole lot of options at that position.
But it's been like that for years. The fans been picking people who don't deserve.
Now you're saying exactly what I'm saying. You don't deserve to make it.
Hey, yo, let me tell you something, man. Rudy Gobert got dunked off enough times. Now he's trying to block shots and score.
No, my thing is that when it comes to dealing with it, has to be more than scoring. This is the reason why the league is so weak. How the world are you putting up in a 4-quarter game, you putting up over 140 points?
Okay, but check this out. I'm not gonna condone the market of basketball in the NBA, but who do the fans want to see and are willing to pay for in an All-Star game? Zion or Brandon Ingram?
Mike, but that don't necessarily mean that you deserve something just because I want to see you score. He can dunk, he can jump, but dude, and I'm talking about, I'm gonna ask you this question. And T-Chan, I want to hear what you have to say. Because now last year, they restricted his minutes. Now he's playing on full game. Has the Pelicans team improved with him playing more minutes on the floor? T-Champ, want to hear your thoughts. That's the question. T-Champ, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. You went out for a second. What's your question?
The question is, last year, they restricted his minutes. This year, he's playing a lot more minutes. Have the Pelicans' record improved with him playing more minutes on the court compared to last year? Your thoughts, C-Champ?
I need to look at the facts. I need to look at where they were at the same point of time, right? So from a record perspective, I don't know if that is the case in point. But I tell you this, they're 4th in the league in scoring, man. The problem with the Pelicans is the defense. That's the problem with the Pelicans. The Pelicans are scoring, and they're doing their stuff, and they're being exciting, right? And people want to watch them, and they want to put Zion on TV, man. So I think they're a better watch, and I think they have a better future, and I think they got a better coach. Stan Van Gundy is a good coach, and I think Stan Van Gundy is going to get the best out of him and out of Ingram and out of Ball. But they got to figure it out. You know, they're playing in a tough division. It's not really that tough. It looks like they're 4 games out of first place. So they're not that far behind.
You know what, man?
I think they're in a good position.
I think that somewhere back in the day that Sumter lost to Spartanburg. And next Spartanburg Day beat Crestwood or Hillcrest or wherever it was at, man.
No, because like I said, I watched the game. I'm honest. When you demanded someone to be great, Dude, you already said the NBA is so soft right now. Anybody.
Look at Yolanda Anderson's statement. Zion and Duke sold out an arena with $1,000 to $2,000 tickets to see Zion. Stop it, Nick.
Dude, you okay?
He ain't even play.
You talking about highlights?
Get the people what they want, baby. Get the people what they want.
He came to Columbia and sold out the Colonial Life Arena when Duke was made March Madness round 1 and 2. Shoot, man, I had to go deep in my paycheck to make sure me and E was up in there.
Understand?
But I'm gonna let you know this. Y'all want to see Zion. Guess what? The Pelicans record has not improved with Zion putting more minutes on the court, and that's my point. Because you have, in order for you to win, you have to do more than just scoring.
But when his minutes was minimal, you had a heart attack. Now he getting more minutes and he ain't producing enough for you.
No, I say he needs to do more. You keep not hearing my point.
No, listen, I believe he will do more. I believe he will do more.
You keep saying will, but he's not. You say will, but he's not.
Okay, please forgive his 56 gameness. Maybe when he get to the 82nd game, man, he will do the least double.
But here's the thing, though. You got to look at basketball for what it is, for the entertainment value of it, right? Back to Yolanda's point. You understand? Back to her point right there. That's key right there. We don't care if he grabbed 10, 15 boards. We want to see the 34. We want to see him go for those. You see how he scores, right? He goes up in the air, and he done changed his body movement 3 times in one shot. And it
all
goes
285, all 285 pounds, then shifting gears in the air.
And shifting gears in the air. That's what we want to see. We don't care about his boards.
Now,
I saw him dunk on Porzingis. Porzingis wanted no part of it. Porzingis turned his face away, was like, nah. He made a business decision, baby.
That's why they're trying to get Porzingis. That's why they're trying to get Stop Saturday.
He want that rib cage shattered.
Okay,
no, sir.
This is the thing you have to understand. He would not win. He keep playing and keep doing what he's doing. Case
you can't say that, Nick. You can't say that.
Hey, I say if he does not do more than just scoring, Zion will not win. I'm the first to know that. In case
I think all the great players realize that.
Hey, hold on 1 second. Case in point, James Harden, when he was in Houston,
might be the perfect time.
All of the scoring that he wanted to score, but he realized in order for him to win a chip, right down there in Brooklyn where your boy at, he's not trying to be the leading scorer. He realized he needs to do more as far as passing. He's playing better defense, and they're demanding more of him in Brooklyn. Your boy right there in Brooklyn, that's his squad.
But how you gonna compare Harden to Zion, man?
Hold on, Mike. Let me finish. Because my thing is that you're demanding him to do more in order for him to win a chip.
Let's shift gears. What did Iverson need? What did Iverson need to do? What did Iverson need to do more to win?
Right. Let me finish, and then I'll address that point. I'm just saying, in order for him to win, you need more than this scoring. Now you want to say Allen Iverson? Allen Iverson should have never went to the shooting guard. If Allen would have stayed at a point guard, he probably would have had a chance with Jared Stackhouse in his backcourt.
In 2001 against the Lakers?
No, what I'm saying, early in his career, Allen Iverson should have never moved the shooting guard. Who could stop him? He could get past anybody.
True.
So my thing is that, dude, you now look at their backcourt. He had Allen Iverson, and you had who was his backcourt?
Eric Snow.
Allen Iverson
and Aaron McKee off the bench.
Right. Look, Allen Iverson 6'1", Eric Snow is 6'3". Who he gonna guard? Kobe Bryant posts him up and he's like paper. Who you gonna stop? That's all I'm saying. In order for him to win, you're gonna have to do more.
Don't talk about my MVP pick like that.
Yolanda said hard not a breath. Hard
Don't talk about my MVP pick.
That Clippers game, Harden got the key steal. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Your boy was down in the paint playing with the ball. Harden took it right out of his hands, man.
All them stepdaddies and them walks he be doing. That's why he out of breath.
Hey, I'm just saying, baby. Yeah. We're gonna see. Everybody out but the Flash, but guess what? It's about winning. They're not winning. That's all I'm saying. That's the only point I'm making.
There's a whole lot of teams not winning, though.
Whole lot of teams,
including the Lakers right now. I went there.
So are you saying the same thing about Jaylen Brown and Tatum? Because they damn sure not winning.
They not winning. And
hey, I think the problem with Jaylen Brown and actually Tatum, and definitely want to hear what you got to say too, Mike, is the fact Jaylen Brown and Tatum are pretty much the same player. To me, I believe one of them is going to have to go. I just believe one of them is going to have to go.
I think they complement each other, man. I think they complement each other. But I'll leave the Zion talk after this. But how many teams in the NBA would like to have Zion on their team right now with his low rebounding self?
I'm not saying that Zion will not pack the seats. I'm talking about impact as far as winning. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about, we want to see him dunk and all that stuff like that. But my thing, are you winning? That's it.
Oh, okay, Lou Holtz. What I want to know is who leads the Celtics? Who leads the Celtics? They need a leader. One of them guys got to lead. And I'm not saying that you got to be better than the other, but that's a lot of superstars' problems. They don't have that one leader to say, to move the troops, to rally everybody and let's get rocking and rolling versus individual stats. If Tatum takes somebody, boom. Jaylen takes somebody, boom. When are they going to get together and say, man, let's go ahead and give him this 1-2 punch. You get down low, you get Reeves, throw it out. I'll look for the open. You know what I'm saying? Somebody has to be the floor general.
Well, where does that point guard fit into all of that? They got one.
I'm about to help you with that. You know what's hurting the Celtics right now? Smart is out. Smart is. I would have never traded for Kemba Walker. And I'm here in Charlotte. And remember, I told you, listen, Kemba Walker, he do all the scoring in Charlotte, all that. Charlotte wasn't making the playoff, made the playoff, the guard the first round. My thing is, I'm gonna let you know, but watch what happened when Kemba Walker get with another all-star player. Kemba Walker step back, and he doesn't step up like it was in Charlotte. He's the man. As when he get to Boston, y'all gonna regret having him. I would have had Smart starting that point guard, more of that alpha dog. Play more defensive minded. I'd rather have Keith Smart. I mean, that's what.
Right. You said put your drink down.
Listen.
Y'all got to get this sister on the show, man. Y'all should have had her on instead of me.
Hey, we was on the Rock Hill last night and giving Nick a quick shout.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all gotta get Yolanda on the show, man.
She keeps running. She don't want to come on the show. It's too much heat.
You don't want to bring all the heat.
You're right, bringing all the heat today.
All right, my man. All right. Hey, you can't shop it. You can't put out fire with fire, man.
All right. Hey, last topic, baby. Did you hear my man Karai Urban say, hey, logo should be Kobe Bryant. I want to know your thoughts on that, man. Hey, C, want to know, you can start off, my brother.
Here's what the problem is going to be. The Jordan Knights will have a legitimate heart attack about that. Right? Because I should have gone down the Jordan Knights.
Jordan turned it down.
He really?
Yeah.
Let's skip that. I say let's go for it and put Kobe on the logo and just wrap it up and keep it pushing. I'm with it. And I wasn't a Kobe fan at all, but I do recognize game. You understand what I'm saying? He came with it. I mean, he is basketball. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't see no problem. When Jerry West had his day, ain't none of us old enough to have known Jerry West playing, right? And how dope could he have been playing back then compared to a player from now? Put him on a logo. Make it happen.
Mike?
I want to say tens of millions have signed a petition to get Kobe to be on the logo. First of all, I know ain't nobody saying that Al Horford is a leader. I'm gonna move that on out my thinking. Hold up, but let me say this. And I'm gonna go ahead and kick the realism. The question is,
Bryant Cole, where you?
Oh Lord, here we go. All right,
Lord
listen,
have mercy. He been going all day.
my guys.
Right in the back door.
The
Who
question
gave you
is,
Bryant Cole?
the question is, will Kobe image be allowed to be the logo without bringing up his background and tarnishing that? Because that's the only thing that I can see that might hold it up. Well, what about Colorado? And it's been cleared, dismissed, dropped, all of the above. So if nobody brings that nonsense up, because that'll be the only reason that somebody will stop it and try to pick it, have signs in front of the NBA office, and et cetera, et cetera. And and we need to be ready for that backlash because it's coming. But other than that, I'm for it.
What does it say, T-Champ?
So when you posed this, man, I was thinking about it. I put 2 columns on the paper. I said pros and cons, right? The key pro, man, is Kobe has inspired this latest generation. But let's remember, man, Kobe had, in my mind, 2 different careers. The first, Kobe was trying to be something and trying to be perfect. And then that situation hit that Mike is talking about. Kobe, after that, was totally different, man, and took it to that next level. So I would say yes. I think it's a nice natural transition because Jerry West is the one that was the biggest supporter of Kobe and wanted and pulled the move to trade and draft Kobe because he knew what they had. So I think it's a nice story. I think it's a nice transition. I think the NBA needs to be ready to deal with the negative side that Mike has talked about. And let's not forget, man, Kobe's won 6 championships. I think Jerry West won 1, maybe 2.
Kobe got 5.
Okay.
Is it 5, Mike? It's 5.
Yeah.
That's right. 3 with Shaq and then 2 without.
Because if he had 6, the Jordan Act 8 will go bananas.
Right. That's right. So I think that is the issue, and I think the NBA will be prepared to deal with it. Let's not forget, man, the NBA is now a global game. China, and Kobe is huge globally. Like it is amazing how big he is globally, and I think it would be a great move by them to do that. They just need to be prepared to deal with that potential downside, which is nonsense from that standpoint.
He touched a lot of hearts, man. It's still hard for me to watch any documentary or any of his highlights, man. Mm-hmm. And the fact that it's Kobe and Gigi. Yes, we respect and love the 7 other passengers, man. But that image, you see a lot of Kobe and Gigi, even on the court, on people's tattoos, buildings. People have given it up, man. He's touched, and you don't necessarily have to like sports. You don't necessarily have to like basketball or Kobe, but you got to respect this man's grind. As said, he brought it day in and day out, that dedication. Kobe must have practiced 4 times a day, 2 hours plus each, working on every asset of his game, man. He's made plenty of people sick and gave them pure headaches. You just got to give it up to his work ethic, man. I mean, that was a hard-working brother, man.
To that point, what Mike is talking about, one of my favorite Kobe stories is the story that Allen Iverson told about when he first met Kobe. They're out in LA kicking it. They go back to the hotel. Kobe asked Allen, "What do you get ready to do?" Allen said, "Man, I'm getting ready to go to the club." Mm-hmm. Allen asked Kobe, "What do you get ready to do?" Kobe said, "Man, I'm getting ready to go to the gym." That greatness. He was great, man. He was great. There's no doubt about
it. And that's what back to the Zion point.
We was doing good. It was all good just a week ago.
How you gonna hold Zion to a Kobe Bryant standard?
Will you forget Kobe shooting air balls in the playoffs?
Nick a Zion jersey. Nick, what size you wear? What size you wear, Nick?
Hold on 1 second, Mike. Let me ask you, because either you're an alpha dog or you're not. As we look at the Pelicans squad, no one's gonna really step to Zion and push him to be great.
You don't think nobody gonna push him?
Who's gonna push him? I mean, really, like Kobe Bryant would step to anybody on his squad and say, "Hey, Doc, you're not getting the job done."
Okay, in Kobe's first 56 games, I don't know if he stepped to anybody like that.
He did not.
He
did not.
Point. You're missing.
He didn't even start.
No, I got the point, brother. You won't give him a minute.
No, you're missing the point.
Okay, listen, man. Zion got his agent. He got his people around him. Nobody's gonna say, Zion, let's go to Dunkin' Donuts, man. Take the night off. This brother knows to get pushed.
Mike,
if anybody, Ja gonna give him a call and say, yo, my man, I see you. Let's step it up.
Mike, you still missing the point.
No, you want me to miss the point.
Right.
I haven't missed it. I just told you who would push him.
You allow me to finish my thought.
Please.
Allow me to finish. My thing is that if you're not an alpha dog, then you're going to need somebody to push you to be great. Point blank, I don't know, LeBron. Well, I'm looking at all these great players. And even when Steph Curry, and I understand dealing with Kobe Bryant, he had to develop it, but he had that dog in him. And someone had to motivate him to be who he was. I asked the question, who currently on the Pelicans team, or would they have to get somebody to push him? That's the question that we're asking. Do you think somebody on the squad right now will push him to be the
will push. I thought you said pushing.
No, who on his squad right now? That was you weren't hearing my question.
Okay.
Who on the squad right now do you think will push him, or do you think they're going to need to get someone to push him and say, hey, man, we need you to do X, Y, and Z in order to get us to do more? That's the question.
Well, what I think right now, man, I think that his trainers, teammates who care about him and can see his full potential. Somebody is saying, Zion, let's work. Because when he first got in there in December the 22nd, there was talk. They had pictures of the before and after. He had enjoyed himself in a bubble. He thoroughly was immersed in his meals. I get it. He has since then hit the gym nicely, and a 20-year-old can do that. Now, if Zion was 30, then we'd have to have a talk. But at his age, with his metabolism and his personal trainers, dietitians, he knows what it takes. Now, if he was Oliver Miller and the rest of them big boys that came in the league and refused Eddie Curry and them, I get it. It's not going to happen. Exactly. I got it. But listen, you know me, Nick. I stay in the gym. I'm the least person to give somebody props if they ain't doing what they need to do. Trust me, my man. And I can see that in people. One person I'm very proud of, and I'll admit, is Carmelo. I looked at Carmelo at 19, and I said, if this brother don't stay in the gym, it's over. Here it is 16, 17 years later, and he's done it. So if Zion don't stay in that gym, he don't lift, run, hit that treadmill, work on his diet, then that greatness that you're talking about will never be reached. Even Barkley said, you know what? I'm tired of the round mound of rebound. Let me go ahead and get on these weights. Let me work and see what everybody else is doing. And Barkley shed that weight down and got busy. I give him full props for that. Zion has to be that person and be willing to put that work in. Now, who's pushing him or who will push him right now? At 20, if you need to get pushed at 20, you're in the wrong business. Certain people you don't have to push. You coming out of Spartanburg, South Carolina. You the number one pick in the NBA. If that ain't enough to push you, so you won't be a one-hit wonder or a bust, I don't know what will, man. He got the state on his back. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that it's going to be no lax days for him unless he reach a point in his life, 25, and say, you know what? I think that this is it. I'm at my peak. So I'm willing to give that brother that range to see what he going to do. I'd like to see it. I'd like to see double-doubles, man. I'd like to see triple-doubles at some point. So I'm just willing to give that brother that length and time to handle that.
What's your thought, C? Do you think about on the Pelicans right now, or do they need to get someone to push him?
They would have to get someone because whoever would be able to push him is not there. You know what I'm saying? Anthony Davis would have been the person to push him. But, Anthony Davis had a situation. He had to, he wanted to get up out of there. So they would have to get somebody that can push him. Now, who would that somebody be? It's going to have to be somebody who's got a little game, who he's going to actually respect what he says. Well, who is that? Like, I don't know. I don't know the answer to the question. I really don't know.
What's your thought, T-Champ?
It's going to be tough, man. To Ced's point, he's going to need that person to balance him out, to show him the way. You look at their current roster configuration, that dog is not on there right now. There's a lot of money. People getting paid a lot of money on that team. Steven Adams making $29 million a year as a center. Brandon Ingram making $27 million, right? So are these guys in there pushing? Now, I'll tell you who's a guy who may not be the greatest guy on that roster, but he's the guy to get in Zion's ears and to push him, and that's J.J. Redick. Now, J.J. Redick, when he was in Philly, pushed Joel Embiid, pushed Ben Simmons. He was the guy that J.J. Redick. J.J. Redick.
Right.
Now, J.J. Redick, because of his work ethic and how serious he is, push that, can bring the professionalism, like Mike is talking about how to eat right, how to get the right amount of sleep, how to get the right trainer, how to do some of those different things. And, you know, you go back, man, they all have to evolve. We forget, man, Kobe Bryant came off the bench, bro, when he first started. Kobe Bryant couldn't crack the starting lineup. Kobe Bryant shot that air ball in the playoffs. You remember that air ball he shot in the playoffs?
For sure.
So he had to go through those things. My problem, and it's a small problem with Zion, is Zion has not had those special moments. He played 1 year at Duke. They went to the tournament. They lost. He hadn't had that special moment to be special, to learn that. And then at 18, 19, he leaves to go to be a professional. And it's tough, man, to make that leap and make that step. I'm gonna tell you, LeBron had the right people around him to be great, and to have that maturity. And I just pray this young man has that. I just really pray that he has the right people talking to him and really saying, look, this is how you get from this level to this level. LeBron had Kobe to talk to, right? LeBron had Kobe to bounce things off of. And so does Zion have that relationship, if it's not on his team, with other players in the league that he can trust, that can give him good, sound advice how to get to that next level and to do that. But I'm going to tell you, man, Julius Randle was not a great rebounder. And now Julius Randle's in double digits in rebounds a game. Because a coach that he trusted talked to him and said, look, you can be a better rebounder, but what you need to do is you need to concentrate on it and show them that. And he trusted this guy and delivered that. And Julius Randle's an all-star. So you got to have that.
The one player I thought was going to be able to actually push Zion, and actually when they traded for Bledsoe, Bledsoe's a veteran. He's been around in the ball. I thought he was going to be able to get it, but I thought the trade of Drew Holiday away from New Orleans Pelicans was going to hurt them more than actually help.
Well, it's Drew Holiday's team. Drew Holiday was the man on that team.
Right, but to me, I think Drew Holiday was enough of a veteran to welcome Zion to the squad and see what he potentially could bring along. That veteran, right now, I just don't think the Pelicans have anyone on the team to say, hey, we got to want more. We got to do more in order for us to be successful. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That voice is not on that squad. And to me, I believe it might end up causing Stan Van Gundy his job if they don't get that voice in there. Right now they're in what place they're in? Right now they're like fifth from the bottom in the West.
But it's his first season though. It's his first season.
No, that's the point I'm trying to make is because you said Van Gundy is a good coach. I'm just saying
he is.
If he improve, Van Gundy is probably going to end up losing his job.
After 1 year, Nick?
No. I said if they don't start.
Down the line.
Yeah, down the line. And eventually, just think about it. Really, when they had old boy, the coach that they got rid of, really, they got rid of him. Basically, got rid of AD and all this stuff like that. So my thing is that you got to be able be able to do what you need to do. But anyway, it's going to be interesting. All right, guys, man. Like I said, extended Friday, man. We didn't chop. And for your information, Yolanda, I'm not a hater. I'm just.
He said he is a sport critic. A sport critic.
Oh. I give it a prime example. Hey, I voted for Ja to make the All-Stars team, but I don't think he deserved it over the players who actually made it. I voted for him, just the hometown. My man, I voted for him, but did he deserve to make it? Nah, not over the people that actually made it. Just honest.
You said Ja? You said you voted for Ja?
Yeah.
Okay, quick question. You said because he hometown?
Yeah.
Okay, that's how a lot of people do it. That's how it's called favoritism.
Right. You validated my point. I said he did not deserve it, but I said I voted for him because of hometown. That's what I'm saying. That's what I just said. He didn't deserve to make it, but because he's from the crib, I voted for him. I don't think he deserved to make it over Dame Thomas and as well as Chris Paul, as well as Curry. I'm honest with it. He didn't deserve to make it over those guys. That's all I'm saying. But anyway, BHM, what's your parting thoughts, my brother?
I'm moving a little bit, as y'all can see.
Man, I've thoroughly enjoyed it, man. Chopping it up with what my main man said. Always good to connect with Mike Nice and you, Nick, of course, and everybody be safe out there, man. Taking my 85-year-old mother to get her first shot for the virus, man, protection. So need your hopes and prayers there, man.
Yeah, praying for mama. See, thoughts, my brother?
I just need everybody, man, to hug their families. You know what I'm saying? This virus is serious. We at that age. We've already seen it. We're at that age where we're losing people just through, the natural progression of life. You know what I'm saying? It's not even tragedies or anything like that, man. Another classmate of ours and his wife lost their father to death, as a matter of fact. Wow. Terrell Fair and Tracy Fair, lost Tracy's dad. Want to give them a shout out, man. Send them much love. You know what I'm saying? To my nieces, Jade and Nyla. Uncle said he loves y'all, man. Y'all just hold on. Y'all will be all right.
Mike, important thoughts, even though you're out of uniform. What I'm just saying. You there, Mike?
You on me?
Yeah, man. Even though
can you hear me?
Yeah, you out of uniform though, but it's okay.
Okay, I get it. The uniform. Yeah, that's my. If y'all would have texted me, good show, good Friday, man. Everybody be safe, man. It's too many Spike movies to name to not watch or know any of them. I'm gonna treat myself tonight of a Spike joint. I don't know what, but I'm just gonna pull up anything at random. Pay homage to that brother. Good chat on the COVID deal, man. I must have took 10 COVID tests myself. Just trying to see when that vaccine is available, and I'm still got my ear out to the street to see how people are taking to that vaccine, man. And God bless Mom's T-Cham and says your people and Nick your people, man.
Definitely, man. Much love, man. Want to thank T-Cham, C, definitely, Mike. Appreciate you guys joining us today. Next week, man, I'm bringing my boy, y'all fellow alumni of John C. Smith. I already chatted with him. That's next Friday. I need you on the show. He's my brother. I got you, brother. Yeah, I told him I got my man Big Willingham. He gonna come on the show next Friday. He down in Florida, down at the bottom, baby. Had to give me some support. Come get y'all Knicks fans and Knicks fans. I need support, baby. I had to get my brother. Now you got to know, baby.
And also know, man, I was ready to go through some wardrobe changes.
Jay,
I was ready. You know what I'm saying? I was ready.
I didn't even talk about baseball either.
I was about to go through some wardrobe changes on you. I was ready,
Slow down, said you ain't got to hit us with your gear. We know you stay fly.
I was going to put on a Michael Ray Richardson throwback, as a matter of fact, but
I was looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Fresh to death, baby. Fresh to death.
Most death. Family, as you know, I'm Nick.
I'm Mike. What up?
Military Brothers talking sports. Peace. Appreciate your time. Subscribe. Follow us.
Peace,
fam.
peace.
Peace.